All right, guys, this is the second video of dealing with our emotions, part two. I'm going to review it and then give you a small test, right? Small. And the test is not to, oh, you got 100, whatever. I don't care about that. What I do care about is that you learn how to say the words, okay? We talked about that. We want to learn how to say the words. 怎么说 is more important than reading it, okay? So try to learn the words using the sound. 用声音学那个字哈 Learn the word using the sound. Okay. If you don't express emotions in a healthy way, you might make things worse. For example, when you have a strong emotion like anger, you might lash out and say hurtful words, which might hurt other people's emotions. You might even resort to violence toward others, which leads to terrible consequences. Therefore, learning how to express your strong emotions is important. So, when you are angry, try this. Don't say hurtful words to others. Instead, cry and scream by yourself. Don't resort to violence toward others. Instead, hit your pillow. These examples let you express your anger and don't lead to consequences for yourself and others around you. Okay, let's do that one more time. I will say the words a little bit louder, slower, not louder, slower, so that you can hear the words clearly, but try not to read it. Try to just listen to it, and then 那个字就是怎么念啊 don't worry about the spelling, okay? All right, when I ask you to write it, 你再把它拼出来, but don't worry about the spelling now, okay? Don't look at the word now. All right. If you don't express emotions in a healthy way, you might make things worse. For example, when you have a strong emotion like anger, you might lash out and say hurtful words, which might hurt other people's emotions. You might even resort to violence toward others, which leads to terrible consequences. Therefore, learning how to express your strong emotions is important. So, when you are angry, try this. Don't say hurtful words to others. Instead, cry and scream by yourself. Don't resort to violence toward others. Instead, hit your pillow. These examples let you express your anger and don't lead to consequences for yourself and others around you. Okay. All right, here we go. If you don't express emotions in a healthy way, if you don't express emotions in a healthy way, if you don't express, okay? Oops. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah. If you don't express, right, what's the word? Express, right? Yes. So you have to know how to say it. If you don't express emotions in a healthy way, you might make things worse. You might make things worse. Make it more terrible. Make things worse. For example, when you have a strong emotion like anger, the angry feeling, anger, you might lash out, and say hurtful words, right? Hurtful words, words that hurt others, right? Hurtful words, hurtful, 伤人的 hurtful words. which might hurt other people's emotions. You might even resort to what? To violence. You might even resort to violence. 说顺口 You might even resort to violence. Resort to violence toward others. You might even resort to violence toward others, which leads to terrible consequences. Say it. Consequences. 不用背 consequences. How do you spell consequences? 再说 Just say consequences. Okay? Therefore, so learning how to express your strong emotions is important. So when you are angry, try this. Don't say hurtful words to others. Instead, I went to Google and I found the new meaning for instead. Right? It says, don't say hurtful words, 取而代之. Instead, cry and scream by yourself. Don't resort to violence toward others. Instead, 取而代之, hit your pillow. Right? I'll erase pillow. I don't like this picture here. These examples let you express your anger and don't lead to consequences for yourself and others around you. All right. So, that is the test. I don't care about you, you don't know how to spell. I care more about if you can say it. All right? If you can actually say the words. All right? Let's see. If you don't show emotions in a healthy way, if you don't what? Show. If you don't express. Okay? Express. How do you spell express? Just write it, express. Okay? I don't care how you spell it. If you don't express emotions in a healthy way, you might make things more terrible. You might make things worse. That's the point. We have to know how to say the words. Okay? Right. If I write the word express and then you look at it and then you can read it. Yes, I know, Teacher Daniel, 这个字是 express, 我会念. Good job, 很好. But that's reading. That means you can read. Great. But I want more than that. I want you to say. Okay? Say a word means I don't look at the word, but I can say it. Right? 从我的头脑 come out. Boom, express. Right? Not, oh, I see the word and 我会念 express. Right? Not like that. Okay? But I want you to say, oh, if you don't express emotions in a healthy way, you might make things worse. Right? I want to know that you can say it. Not that you can read it. If you can read it, great. 很好啊. But now I want you to say it. You might make things worse, more terrible. For example, when you have a strong emotion like angry feeling, anger, right? Here's anger. Well, you can read it. Now say it. Say anger. Don't read it. Say anger. Anger. Right? Very simple. Learn English like learn Daigi. That's the point. Right? That is really what we need to do. It is really the the 最高境界 the highest level that you can reach. Okay, right? All right, so let's say I say anger and you can repeat. 你可以跟着我说 OK, 那是幼稚园的 right? Right? Yes, okay. Now let's say like, okay, look. You can read it. 你会念 anger. Okay, that's good. 厉害. Now I say angry feeling, and you don't have anything to look, to read, and then you can say anger 最高境界. That is the highest level. Okay, right? That you can 直接把那个字从头脑抓出来 boom, and then 说出来. That is the highest level. And then once you can say it, then writing it is just one more step. 很简单，那只是 it's very simple. Spelling is easy. Okay, good. You might say bad things. 暴怒 and then 大骂, right? Yes. What do you call that? Something out. Lash out. Lash out. How do you spell lash out? Lash out. 你自己拼 Lash out. Just spell it. You might lash out and say words that hurt. 哪一种 words 啊？伤人的 words. How do you say that? Hurtful. 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 不要看 hurtful. I don't want to look at it. I want to say hurtful. Okay? Okay, good. Hurtful words, which might hurt other people's emotions. You might even use. Okay, actually I should put the 2 over here because the answer has to I have to do it here. Okay. All right. What's the word? You might even resort to. Use. Okay. Resort to. Resort to. 把 to 包括进去好了哈。You might even resort to. Okay. But I don't want to write it. Resort to. You might even resort to what? Kissing? Hugging? No, you might even resort to biting. Although biting is a kind of body, right? You might even resort to what? Violence. Okay? Violence. Okay? How do you spell violence? I don't care. Violence. Who cares if you spell it wrong? I don't care. Later on, you spell it wrong, 再订正就好. Very simple. 这个有个 O, and then 是 CE 不是 S. 超简单. So simple. Right? Yes. 拼错到拼对. So easy. 如果你会说 if you know how to say it. Okay? 重点是要会说. If you can't say it, you don't even have a chance. 你没机会. You don't even have a chance. All right. You might even resort to violence toward others. Toward others. Toward, just to, right? It just means to. Toward. Okay, others. Toward. Toward. I don't care how you spell it. Okay. Others. Which leads to terrible 后果 bad endings. Bad endings. What's that word? Consequences. I'm just right. Consequences. Consequences. I can do that because 我会说了 consequences. 不会说没机会. Okay? Consequences. Consequences. Okay? Very, very tricky, right? Yes? in the beginning 很难 very hard to do in the beginning because 不习惯 well no but 不是要背吗不是要用 you know don't you have to you know remember it and A B C D and then learn how to spell no right imagine you are in 台语课 okay and the teacher is asking you to say like oh whatever 台语 you need to say all right you have no 文字 you just like saying it okay right which leads to terrible consequences okay so therefore learning how to express your strong emotions is important. So when you are angry, try this. Don't say hurtful words to others. 取而代之 instead, cry and scream by yourself. Okay? Let me erase that so you don't look at it. I don't want you to look at it. Okay? Don't resort to violence toward others. Instead, hit your pillow. Okay? These examples let you express your anger and don't lead to consequences for yourself and others around you. And then later on, Teacher Jane is going to do this. I'm going to do this. Da, 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 da. What's that? Oh, lash out. What's that? Oh, hurtful. Right? What's that? Resort to. Let's write the to in there, okay? Resort to. I have to bring it back. Otherwise, I can't see it. Resort to. Okay? I changed my mind. Resort to. Like that. Resort to. And then I'm going to say, okay, how do you say, you know, 失控 and then 痛骂? Oh, lash out. Can you say that? Lash out. This is terrible. Here, lash out. How do you say 伤人的? What's that? Hurtful. You have to say it, and then we'll use it in a sentence. Okay? Again, what are we doing? We are doing this thing where I want you to learn how 怎么说. That is the point. Okay? Right? Very, very important. It is very 关键, huh? Do you want to learn English easily? Well, do you want to have more time to study other subjects? Right. This is very important. Okay. All right. I will see you soon in class. Please, in the beginning, I know it's hard and slow, but I want you to do it the right way. 用声音学英文 not the 视觉 right? Not looking at it, but learn it from like 一直说 hurtful. Close your eyes, hurtful. Right? Consequences, resort to, right? Therefore. Keep on saying those words. Okay? I'll see you in class. Study hard, okay? Work hard.